Hi guys, welcome back to League of Ireland news. This is the video that consolidates all the day's League of Ireland news and puts it into one video. Today is Monday. We have a bit of stuff from the weekend, so I'll include that as well, guys. So let's get straight into this one. Usually I start off, guys, with completed transfers, but today I'm going to start off with the first division fixtures because they were announced today, and it looks like they've left space for 10 teams because they have the fixture list obviously highlighted, and there's one gap, if you like, to be confirmed. Now, we're expecting that to be Treaty United. I'll get on to them later. It's likely to be Treaty United. As I said, I will get onto that later. But I suppose the juiciest fixtures are for the opening day of the season. Galway United take on Shelbourne at home, and we have a Cork derby between Cork City and Cove. In the next few weeks, we should know for sure what that team is. It just has on the fixture list, it says to be confirmed, and there's dates for their matches, if you get me. It's likely to be Treaty. Now, we have a bit of a clue that the team yet to be confirmed is going to be Treaty United. The fact that they've announced that Tommy Barris has been appointed as the club's senior manager. Interesting, though, that they made the announcement before they are officially announced in the first division as such. So it must be very minor details at the moment, the reason why they're not confirmed. But Tommy is a former League of Ireland player himself and was involved with Limerick, and I believe involved with Treaty, with underage teams, etc., etc. So, that's a good appointment for them. He did talk about the fact that, they have to have their house in order and learning from mistakes of the past, etc. So that's good news, I think, for Limerick. And I'd suspect they'll be playing their games at Markets Field, but right decision to have them in the league, and obviously to have their house in order. So good stuff there. So that's out of the way, guys. Let's get on to some completed transfers. And over the weekend, Colm Horgan became the latest player to sign for Sligo Rovers. Horgan has joined Rovers after spending the 2020 campaign at Derry City. The 26-year-old moved to Cork City from his hometown Galway United in 2018, where he was a very consistent performer for the tribesmen over many years. Horgan's brother Daryl is a former Rovers player. Speaking after the signing, he had this to say: "I'm very excited. When I got the call, Liam didn't have to say a lot, to be honest. His name and the club's name speak for themselves. I think the performances last year after the break also says a lot. I know it's a brilliantly run club and that the supporters here are always on hand to give the club an extra push when it's needed." Yeah, I mean, Sligo really beefing up their squad. I think that's been one of the things throughout the pre-season, if you like, for them, or the close season. They've got options in the full back slots, the likes of Donegan and Lewis Banks, etc. Horgan gives them competition for places there. So they look like they've one of the strongest squads for me in the league when you look at their first 20 players or so. So interesting stuff from Sligo Rovers. Now, another completed signing, and Longford Town have announced the signing of Connor Davis. The striker previously played for Cork City, Derry and UCD. Connor's still only 22. Hadn't suffered from a couple of injuries and was actually strongly linked to Bray Wanderers, but Longford Town have actually won the race to secure his signature. Now on to a couple of re-signings, and Finn Harps are delighted to announce the re-signing of Adam Foley for the upcoming season. The Dubliner joined the club in August of last season, scoring 2 goals in his 3 league starts, including the winner versus Waterford on the final day. Speaking after the announcement, Foley told FinnHarps.ie, "I was always going to come back if I was wanted. I said to Ollie towards the end of the season that even if we'd been relegated, I'd still be interested in staying with the club. I enjoyed coming up and playing for Finn Harps. Obviously, there's a lot of travel involved, but when you're enjoying your football and the environment you're in, you don't mind it so much." I think he's a good signing, actually, re-signing for Finn Harps, guys, to be honest, because he said there he scored 2 goals in 3 games, but his general play impressed me when I seen him last season. And the thought of Harps, having him for a full season could be very interesting. Now, that wasn't the only re-signing of Finn Harps. They're delighted to announce the re-sign of Kosovar Siddiqui for the 2021 season. The defender was a key player for the club last season, appearing 18 times in all competitions. Siddiqui signed with the club on loan from Hibernian in January 2020 after being released by his parent club during the summer. He opted to remain with Harps for the return to play in August and has once again committed to the Ballybofey side. He told the club, The main thing that made me want to come back was the relationship with Ollie and the trust of the coaches. To be able to play games consistently at a good level is what I needed at this point of my career. And not again, another top signing for Harps. And it means that they keep their two centre halves, Siddiqui and Webster, who formed a very good partnership in 2020. So that's good news going forward for Finn Harps. Now to some transfer rumours, guys, and all to do with Waterford today. 3 players have been linked with moves to Waterford FC in the last couple of days. They include Cian Kavanagh, formerly of Wexford, Oscar Brennan, who was at Shelbourne last season, and Lido Ladefa, who was at Dundalk, but was then released to join Longford on loan, actually, for the 2021 season. But he only made 4 appearances due to injury and other situations. Allegedly, a defender is set to join on loan from across the water as well. A number of players are said to be currently isolating ahead of possible moves. So we might see some news from Waterford very, very soon, because they've only made 1 signing, I believe, so far, if you don't count re-signings. And that was a goalkeeper. So we'll see what happens there. So, guys, there had been a concern that we may not see any pre-season friendlies, but the government allegedly have allowed the FAI and clubs, obviously, to play a couple of friendlies from February 21st. Obviously, this is great news because, you need a couple of pre-season friendlies before the start of the season. We're expected to hear official news on the streaming service of live games in the next couple of weeks. So, there's been a lot of different things going around, but hopefully we get something official now in the next few weeks, guys. So that's about it, guys, for League of Ireland news today. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video. And like the video if you enjoy the content. And I'll see you soon, guys. A few people have actually asked me would I do a ranking on kits, but I'm just waiting for 1 or 2 clubs to release their new kits, so I'm not going to do that until they release their kits, to be fair. I'll probably include last season's kits as well, if that club hasn't released a new kit in 2021, and just have all clubs together, so First Division and Premier Division. So that's about it, guys. Take it easy. Good luck.